And welcome back. We did it. We did it. We made it to C1 at the end of the season and we managed to stay there. Comfortably. Not even that close, comfortably. Now, let's have a look at the replays. I started at 1466. I went as meta as I could and I even reruined stuff. The Moor and the Okeanos are on Swift. Even the Hey Gang is on Swift pretty fast. He is faster than the Okeanos and the Ganymede. I was getting my speed leap banned a lot and I was getting outsped. But because my speed tuning is so tight and I'm pretty fast, I can still cut in a lot with the Hey Gang. And then just take control, do damage, and in this case, because I let the Rika through, I wanted some sort of security policy. That's why I took the water pony. By the way, I am only showing the wins this time. I'm not showing the losses. There are enough matches to go through. I've lost some matches from time to time, just because if you're on a win streak, you're gonna get matched up with someone that is also on a win streak. And yeah, then you'll most likely lose. Here we go, I was getting outsped. Also scroll trapped, but still his speed tuning was not good enough, so I was able to cut in. Get some AoE resets, go for another reset because I didn't get him. And I didn't want his third skill to go in. I gave him back the defense break, otherwise my Okeanos would have been dead right now. Went in with another AoE defense break, killed the Kaki. I didn't expect to kill him right away, I thought he was going to be a little bit tankier. But I guessed wrong. But still, I have... And he went for the Moor, that was also a mistake. He gave me another turn, which gave me an opportunity to kill the Kaki easily. Then I crit on the wind units with my Samath, and yeah, that's pretty GG. And in case you're wondering why we are looking at the replays and I didn't do live commentary, that's because on the evening I did these matches. I had a friend over and we were playing a Dark Souls 3 Convergence mod. And I was just doing matches every few hours just to stay above the threshold. Again, I was getting outsped and I didn't pick the Hey Gang as often in the beginning as I should have. My climb could have been a little bit easier. I think Hey Gang is really underrated in low ranks. He is a very useful unit, especially if you're going for an outspeeding comp and you want to control. Here we go, and this is the match that actually is something special. Because this is BTS Cookie's account, yes. But somebody very special was playing, JewBagel himself. And this video was uploaded on his channel like 2 hours after we had this match, so I was very surprised. He outsped me, he got the strip, the stun, he reset my Chunky Punky. He went for the AoE, I don't know why. I think that was a misplay. He went for the damage, I think. Went for the bomb on the Verde Hill. With everything to the textbook. But the thing is, the pick and ban phase didn't go in his favor. And he had to let through the Okeanos and the Rika. And as you know, Rika solos teams. Rika was pretty much my first Nat 5. I got Rocky and Rika in the same summoning session right when I started the game. And they are just carrying. Especially Rika, she is just carrying. Yeah, as you can see, she landed everything, she even lands the spare stuns. He goes for the reset on the Rika, understandably. He doesn't want to deal with that shit, even goes for the bomb. But at this point it's too late. With the additional damage and the time that already passed in the match. He just does too much damage, but right here it was a little bit close. I know for a fact that this Lima is on despair, and if he would have stunned me, it could have been a different game. But yeah, GG to JewBagel. I'm a huge fan. Here we go with some more textbook matches. A lot of Bastats at the end of the season. I didn't see this many Bastats just during the season. Here we go, I go for the first turn outsped, and this was a little bit greedy. I should have went for the AoE attack for reset, but I knew that I was speed tuned perfectly, especially with the 33 leader. My units are like 1 or 2 speeds apart from another, even with the Ganymede having the high base speed. But my greed paid out, because I was able to get this over with quickly, although I got really, really lucky that this Leica didn't feel like revenging. It was just standing there like, yeah, just hit me, dude, I don't care. I'm not gonna revenge, nah, I wanna lose. Look at me. He didn't revenge at all, he just stood there and took the beating. Here we go, climbing even higher. During the season, this was already C1. It's mind-boggling how far it goes up at the end of the season. And here we go, I started picking the Hey Gang a little bit more often, I think. Because yeah, if somebody's gonna take my more, I have to go double strip. And here, it kinda didn't pay out, because I cut in, but I didn't strip. And I didn't fully cut in, so I was feeling two ways about it. I was like, okay, this is good, but not really good. It's just that the speed tuning and the speed difference between you and your opponent needs to be well, not really perfect. You have 15% attack bar to work with, but 15% attack bar on this high speed, on these high speed levels is not that much. But still, this opponent doesn't have too much damage. The Verrat did a lot of work, but my Rika also does a lot of work, and she also does a little bit more damage than a Verrat. And here we go, the control started. Even more stuns, more dots, and our opponent is spamming emotes because he knows where this is going. This is a comeback, because these are bruiser control units. You have to have defense breaks and damage to kill these. But I don't need that to kill you, but I still do. Now we're getting to the parts where I was being matched up against C1 players. But you know, if I want to be there, you gotta beat them. And our opponent picked the Hey Gang and the Lulu and the Verde Hill. I was not feeling this draft at all, I was not feeling it. And the Moor didn't strip as much as I wanted. And they're gonna nerf him, thank you very much, he already is nerfed. Why ever, the strip was not the good part about him, but okay. I'm getting salty already, again. Anyways, let's concentrate on the match. I go in, he reset my Rika, which was smart. The only thing that really was useful to reset, because I cannot really capitalize on the defense break here. The damage already went through, but the Rika can proc, and the Rika can stun. And the Kionis isn't violent, mine's on Swift. I don't really expect a lot of Kionis to be on violent nowadays. I expect most of them to be on Swift. But yeah, we take the win anyways, because Rika is OP. What do we have here? Ciara and Chunky Punky. This guy had really low points. I think I had 1 or 2 losses before this match. That's why I got matched up with him. I'm not quite sure. Anyways, let's see. He went for a Hathor. I don't know why he plays with a Hathor, but yeah, I didn't even go for the glancing or anything. I just wanted to get the stuns. And with the Amelia on the field, there's not really a lot of happening here with the Ciara, the Hathor, and yeah, the Chunky Punky and the Etna. I mean, the Okeanos pretty much has this, yeah. He can't do anything. That last guy's draft was really weird. But now, I got matched up against a guy with 1600 points already. That's funny. But yeah, this was my game plan most of the time. I was going for the more Ganymede, Okeanos, Chongpong, because they were all speed tuned perfectly. I have so much control with them, I have additional damage on them. Ganymede also does decent damage on skill 3. And then I still have a 5th pick to either have a 4-span or just have a lot of damage in form of a Rika or something like that. Here at the beginning it looked really bad, but I was able to cut in before the Diana when she transformed, and that kind of turned the tides of this game. because I was able to go for the control. Bastet was not gonna do anything alone there. I was able to control everything else. And of course I go for the reset on the Rika, because as long as this shit stuns and there is the pony in the human form, I'm gonna wail on it. I'm gonna do as much damage as I can. And I know that the Bastet has her skills soon, so I'm going to reset her. So there's no shield, no AoE glancing or defense break or any funny business like that. Can we go another stun? Yes, we stun again on the Verde Hill, which was the main goal here. I was lucky that I cut in before the Diana and was able to take the win. Yeah, this was about the time when I was getting matched up with C1s only. If you wanna be one of them, you gotta beat them. And yeah, another textbook draft. This was my main draft this end of the season, because it's just so potent. Even if there is a Tetra, yes, even if there is a Tetra. Because she doesn't fully cleanse the dots. Some of the damage still goes through, and she only heals one of the allies, and only by 15% I think with skill ups. I'm not quite sure how much she heals with her passive, but it's not as much as Molly. And she doesn't have the glancing passive like Molly does. So that's why I went for the aggressive resets on the Rika, so I can go for another round of dots, because one round is going to be gone anyways because of Tetra's passive, and Savannah even lost her turn because of the dots. I go for another round of stun, missed the reset, but it doesn't matter at this point. His team is pretty much dead, my Rika procs, and even with the Tetra there's no chance of coming back. By the way, sorry for the mouse cursor all the time on the screen. When I was recording, it was already late, very late. The season ends was actually 9 o'clock in the morning, Europe time. And as you can see, I picked a lot of Hey Gang at the end, because it made a lot of sense. He's fast, he's a reliable stripper, he's the only stripper right now that I have ruined AoE stripper that has 100% activation rate. So he's the most reliable one. And the most useful one, even if you get outsped. That's why everything, pretty much everything of my stuff is on Will. And this is Savannah procced. It didn't get the important pushback. What a bummer. But not for me. Yeah, again, this match is won. Ganymede, Okeanos plus AoE Stripper is just a very potent combo. I don't even have that much additional damage on the Okeanos. But it's enough. It's enough. We don't need that much. If you can reset and have some other units. And I even threw back the bomb. Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking funny. I was joking with my friends. Like, okay, 3 debuffs, 33% chance. Do you think I can throw back the bomb? And he was like, yes, throw back the bomb. And I fucking throw back the bomb. A lot of Joe guns this season. Understandably. I don't know why he didn't get nerfed in the first place in the balance patch. I also have a Joe gun, but I know that he has to get nerfed. He goes first turn, didn't get all the strips, and his speed tuning was not good enough. That's why I cut in easily and take control of the match. This is already won. He could already give up because, yeah. At the point where I cut in with Ganymede, Okeanos, and Rika, you are just done. And I go for the efficient reset on the Rika because I want to get this over with quickly. This Kaki is on revenge, but I don't care. I don't care. He's not a vampire. He's not gonna solo this team. And we had to go for some more matches. As you can see, the cutoff went higher, and I had to go for more matches to be safe in C1. And then I saw a Tiana, and I knew how this is gonna go. I was going to outspeed. I played with the Tiana as well, but barely. I barely outsped. This was a greedy play as well. This was really greedy. I should have gone for the AoE attack bar reset to be safe, because if the Tiana would have cut in, I would have been dead. The match would have been over, and no way to save this. Because Savannah and the Belenus together just wreck your team. At this point I was pretty salty, because I was well within the cutoff, but I wanted to do one more match to stay even safer, but I lost. Then I had to do 2 more matches, and yeah, I was getting nervous. I was getting really nervous. I was within my last 20 wings, and I wanted to be done with it. I just wanted to be done with it. It's so stressful to do RTA. But here again, we go for the standard control. We hit down the threats. We make sure that the Samoth stays alive until we reset him, yes. Because we cannot afford to take unnecessary damage. We don't play with any healers. We need all the health that we have on our units. We need to control our opponents, not let him get a turn. Here we go. I think this is the last match, or second to last match, one of those. Yes, I was really fucking nervous, and as soon as I saw the Ciara and Diana, I went for the Vertihill because I don't know. My friend told me, "Hey, go for the Vertihill." Why the fuck not? Because he's not gonna outspeed me anyway, and I'm gonna have a lot of turns. So why the fuck not? I concentrated on the Diana. I knew she was gonna be a threat, but I expected to lose the unit when this Icarus took a turn. Didn't happen, but now I lost the unit. Still okay. It's still okay as long as he doesn't get the stun, and he got the stun. I was really getting nervous right here because there are 2 wind units. I have 2 water units in the fire unit. But I get a crucial crit on the Ciara. That was a little bit lucky. I get the strip on the Icarus. Go for the damage on the defense break. I just want to kill this thing as fast as possible. I can deal with the Diana later. Vertihill can solo that Diana if need be. But she got the provoke off. He bought more time, and he even got a proc. A very good proc, because now he can go for another Gatling gun, and he went for the more smart, because this would be wasted on the Samoth. My Samoth comes back. 1 last round of damage from him. And not a lot of damage at all. Vertihill gives my team another round of turns. Thankfully, another good round of damage from Samoth. I don't know why his revenge was so weak. Maybe he didn't crit. He's not on max crit rate, unlike the Vertihill. And yeah, at this point I knew Vertihill is going to solo this match no matter what. I was mistaken. I did 1 more match to go over 1600 to be absolutely safe. And then we get an Eldin at 5 in our last match. And the Triton. And the Triton. And I didn't ban the Triton because I didn't want the Monkey and the Vertihill in there. I went for the risk. I knew I was gonna get outsped. But here is where Josephine comes in. I rarely use this unit. But when I do, it works most of the time, 50% of the time. And this time, it worked. It looks very bad. I know it looks very bad. I'm getting CC'd, silenced, but I have shields. I have a little bit of sustain from the shields. I was able to throw back the slow effect, and I was able to stun. So that's already a little bit of a win. My Josephine didn't want to stun at all. Yeah, Josephine didn't want to stun. And I was not able to throw back the silence. But here I was gonna get some momentum because I was faster than the Triton. I got a turn. I got a stun. I was able to get rid of the Monkey, no provoke, but I was able to reset him because the strip pushback and the silence was gonna come soon. And here we go. Here is the comeback. Nothing landed on the on the water Ryu, but I didn't care. I knew I was gonna win this. There's still 3 units on my field. Even if there are 2 fires, it's okay. He cannot be that tanky. And I take the win. And I take secure spot in C1. 1603 cutoff. 113 matches total. 72 wins. 41 losses. 63.7% win rate throughout the whole season. We played not even for 2 years, and we are in the top 7% of players. GG Summoners War, and GG JewBagel.